What's up, dudes? HW here. How y'all doing? So we put out this really cool free thing for the Helix, and I've been hearing from some people, HW, how come the free weekly downloads don't have anything for the Helix? Well, don't worry, they do. They do now, and they shall also sometimes in the future. But check this out. This is the TJ Big Samson EF86, and I have tone-matched this. So there's a tone-matched IR. It's available for free at the link below. I wanted to show you what's inside. It's the same performance as you get with all the other tone-matched IRs in the full pack, which is also down there. But this is honestly my favorite, and that's why I gave it away for free. I want everyone to play maybe the best thing from the pack. Although your miles may vary, you know what I mean? This is my favorite. There's certainly some other cool stuff in there. Let me take you through these. So this is basically my Samson era Bad Cat that I did as part of the big tone pack, where I just wanted to shoot stuff that I thought sounded big and wide. I was after a little more of a bigger sound live, and so I've been experimenting with getting that, and I've been trying these profiles out live, and I really like them. I've just been dropping them in my performance that I use live, usually with a Kemper. But I basically rebuilt some of that, or rebuilt kind of what I've been doing there in the Helix, and it's 100% free, and it's at the link below, and it sounds like this. Let's go to the clean sound first, and this just uses a lot of normal stuff. We're just using a little opto compressor. I like this optical compressor, this Ampeg one, and then we of course got the Matchstick 2 because we're using the EF86 channel. I have tone matched it to my big Samson EF86, and the only thing else that we're using for a lot of these sounds here is going to be a DM2 and a little bit of room verb. Hopefully it's not too much for your liking. I certainly dig it. Little overdrive sets in. On the bridge, you know, you're going to start getting on a heavier guitar, you know, you'll start getting the real, you know. You know, but on a Strat, I think it stays sufficiently bluesy on the overdrive. You know what I'm saying? Really nice. Now, for the rock, all I did was boost that same sound, because I actually think in real life, you start to get really flubbed out, and more gain on like an amp like this tends to just be more saturation. It doesn't quite get into like heavy rock kind of category by itself. So a little boost in front really does wonders. Still clean it up with a little bit of in-between position. And then lead. I mean, you might want to adjust these delays a little bit. I like leads like this, you know? This is a big, like... I like this kind of this delay kind of scheme because I end up playing a lot of stuff that sounds a little more like this kind of thing, like on the bridge, you know. You know what I mean? So those delays, those extra things just kind of really, I don't mind that they're so loud. Missed a string there. Okay, now we get into the cool stuff. Here's like a little light lead that I like to put on. I like to have a little like clean thing so I can do this kind of thing. I'm on my clean. You know what I mean? Just, I like to have a little soft lead that I can just like jump into. Even just for like little turnaround stuff, you know what I mean? Between verses and choruses, you know, you can just be jamming on it, doing your thing. Let's say you're on like a verse or something, right? And you're just like going, or you're on a chorus or something, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? That type of thing. Now, let me tune this guy up. I got one more really cool thing, and this is something I've been trying to use live to mixed results so far. For the real effecty guitar stuff, it can be hard to throw in unless you really know a spot for it. But this is what I call like a music box type of effect. And I think this is really cool. This is what I go after. So I'm going to go on my Strat, and I'm going to go to the number 2 position because I think it's going to sound good for this. And I want to think like a music box. I want to go like, okay, how's a music box sound? It's like, okay, well, it's individual notes. Sometimes it's 2 notes at a time. It's usually not 3 notes at a time. Sometimes, though. But you're not going to get many more. A music box is going to play 4 tones at one point, right? So I want to think like that. So I want to go like, do you know what I'm saying? You just want that little like music boxy kind of thing. And I think, so how am I doing that? This is a really cool effect. And I might do a full video on how to do this on some other stuff. I've got my normal compressor on, but all I'm doing here is I'm adding a little chorus. I got my amp normal, but I have an EQ here that's really tilting, taking out all my low end. And then I have a little harmonic trem over here. And probably I could turn on this other delay. That would have been smart. And we've got the whole thing. I have an optical trem here. I'm not going to use that. That's not what's in there. But What probably helps is don't do any low notes. You know what I mean? Play nothing on the, you know what I mean? You got to really just... It's a cool thing. It's a cool music boxy effect. Watery, I like to use this at stuff, you know? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You have to write a song for that. Okay, now here's Bloom. Bloom is just, to me, I'm just using the Bloom algorithm, and to me it's just, you always got to have like a big reverby part, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, you know, to me, I could just live on this like overdrive setting. You know? But this Klon lead is really cool too. Yeah, that's really cool. And of course, rock. Go pick it up. Free download down in the link below. HW, trying to come out with a lot more free stuff for the Helix from these packs. And this is the first of many, so go check it out.